For some people, the secret to better fat loss isn't cutting carbs, it's eating more of them. When chosen wisely and timed strategically, carbohydrates can enhance your metabolism, fuel better workouts, and make your diet more sustainable for long-term success. This video is brought to you by the Series of Thoughts team as part of their health and wellness program. Chapter 1 discusses the carbohydrate paradox. Popular diet culture has often demonized carbs, but emerging research shows that they are not inherently fattening. When calories are controlled and carb sources are wise, increasing carb intake can accelerate fat loss for many individuals. Carbohydrates offer a metabolic advantage. Your body prefers burning carbs for fuel, and converting carbs to stored fat is metabolically expensive. Dietary fat, however, is stored much more efficiently. This means carbs are actually less likely to contribute to fat gain in a calorie-controlled diet. A key principle is that carbs are harder to store as fat. They face metabolic barriers and must first fill glycogen stores. The process of converting excess glucose to fat, called de novo lipogenesis, is metabolically costly. Dietary fat, by contrast, can be stored almost directly as body fat. Chapter 2 covers performance and fat burning, focusing on the workout connection. High-intensity training relies on carbohydrates. Adequate glycogen stores allow you to train harder, lift heavier, and sustain intensity longer, leading to more calories burned and better muscle retention. Improved gym performance equals more fat burn. Adequate carbs fuel your training, allowing you to train at a higher intensity, which helps preserve muscle mass. Better workouts maximize calorie burn, accelerating fat loss over time. Very low-carb diets often come with a performance penalty. Chronically depleted glycogen stores reduce your ability to generate force and sustain effort. This results in decreased workout volume, lower intensity, fewer calories burned, and ultimately undermines fat loss goals. Chapter 3 explores hormonal balance and metabolism. Adequate carb intake supports optimal thyroid function and maintains healthy leptin levels, the satiety hormone. Together, these hormones help maintain your metabolic rate and prevent the slowdown associated with restrictive dieting. The risk of hormonal suppression occurs when carbs go too low. This triggers hormonal adaptations like decreased thyroid function, lower leptin, and rising cortisol, which conspire to reduce metabolic rate. This leads to plateaus and metabolic adaptation. Strategic carbohydrate intake leads to better hormones and better results. This means eating enough carbs to support your metabolism, training, and hormonal health, while still maintaining a caloric deficit for fat loss. Chapter 4 addresses satiety and long-term success. Carbs contribute to physical fullness by providing bulk, and complex carbs offer sustained energy, preventing cravings. Psychologically, including satisfying carbs makes your diet feel less restrictive, improving adherence. Complex carbs are your satiety allies. Examples include oats, rich in fiber, legumes, which combine protein, fiber, and resistant starch, and whole grains like quinoa and brown rice. These foods keep you satisfied, making it easier to maintain a caloric deficit. The sustainability factor is critical. While initial enthusiasm can carry you through restriction, cravings intensify by weeks 3 to 6 on very low-carb plans. Adherence becomes the deciding factor long-term, and sustainable approaches with adequate carbs show superior results. The diet that works is the one you can stick to. Extreme restriction often leads to rebellion. Complex carbohydrates provide the satisfaction and sustained energy that make fat loss sustainable for months and years, not just short periods. Chapter 5 focuses on fiber, the fat loss multiplier. Fiber supports gut health, improves blood sugar control by slowing glucose absorption, and regulates appetite by increasing satiety hormones. Higher fiber intake is consistently associated with lower body fat. Fiber fights fat by slowing digestion and nutrient absorption. This prevents rapid blood sugar and insulin spikes, leading to less fat storage signaling. Fiber also enhances fat oxidation by increasing short-chain fatty acid production in the gut. For optimal fat loss and metabolic health, aim for a daily fiber target of 25 to 35 grams. Most people consume less than half this amount. You can easily increase your intake by 5 to 10 grams by adding just 1 serving each of legumes, vegetables, and whole grains. Chapter 6 reminds us that not all carbs are created equal. The type of carbohydrate you choose dramatically affects your fat loss results. Understanding the differences between simple, complex, and fiber-rich carbs is essential for optimizing your nutrition strategy. The carbohydrate spectrum ranges from simple carbs, which spike blood sugar, to complex and fiber-rich carbs. Complex carbs stabilize energy and support metabolism. Fiber-rich carbs maximize satiety and optimize blood sugar. Prioritize complex and fiber-rich sources for best results. Making smart carb swaps is key for fat loss. For example, replace sugary cereal with steel-cut oats, a white bread sandwich with a quinoa bowl, and white pasta with sweet potatoes and lentils. Swap chips for hummus and veggies. Strategic placement of carbs is vital for maximum fat loss. Timing your intake around training sessions maximizes benefits. Pre-workout carbs fuel intensity, and post-workout carbs replenish glycogen and support recovery without being stored as fat. Who benefits most from higher carbs? Active individuals, athletes, women in their reproductive years, and those with a sluggish metabolism. Adequate carbs are essential to fuel performance, preserve muscle, balance hormones, and restore metabolic function. Building your personal carb strategy involves 5 steps. Assess your activity level. Start with a baseline of 40 to 50% of calories from carbs. Prioritize quality sources, time them strategically around workouts, and monitor and adjust based on your body's response. The bottom line is that context matters. Carbs aren't good or bad. Their impact depends on type, amount, and timing. Prioritize quality over quantity, as complex, fiber-rich carbs provide superior benefits. Remember, performance fuels results, and adequate carbs enable better training, which drives fat loss. The key to successful fat loss is choosing the right carbs, in the right amounts, at the right times. By embracing complex, fiber-rich carbohydrates, you'll fuel better workouts, maintain optimal hormones, feel satisfied, and achieve sustainable results. To start your carb-smart journey, add 1 serving each of oats, legumes, and vegetables daily.